So some interesting stuff came from Ben Affleck's Twitter account. Through that, he announced that Deathstroke is finally coming to the DCEU. He just leaked this video, not leaked, but he put out this video on his account and it just showed Deathstroke just standing in front of the Batmobile, and it looks like it's in like the hangar, the Justice League ship, kind of. We know that it's been confirmed that Steppenwolf will be the main villain of Justice League, but this video guarantees at least a cameo for Slade Wilson, with many believing it will set him up as the main antagonist in the solo Batman movie. Now, the internet set itself on fire this week with fan casting and possible roles for the character. So, Jake, how do you feel about just the announcement of Deathstroke coming to the DCEU and dream casting and
finally.
What type of role do you think he's going to play?
I think the character of Deathstroke finally coming to the big screen. The perfect word is finally. He's, a lot of people. In a way, he's very, very similar to a Deadpool.
Also very different.
Yeah,
too.
He's the villain type of Deadpool, but he's almost better than Deadpool. I mean, he's on the level of Batman in some ways because he's considered the greatest assassin in the DC universe. We've seen him in multiple incarnations of the latest Manu Bennett on Arrow, who did a fantastic job with the character. Season 2, unbelievable.
Oh, great.
But, as for this, I think that the announcement of him was very, very surprising just because we've been focused on Darkseid and Steppenwolf and this bigger picture for Justice League. And while he kind of revealed that, they're doing this while filming Justice League, I don't believe for a second that it's anything as far as him being a villain in Justice League. I think that it is some kind of cameo. Possibly Batman and him going mano a mano in the very beginning of the movie or something, and then him being later on revealed as the big villain for the Batman solo movie, which I think is what is being considered by a lot of people. I think he's the perfect person if they do the villain for the Batman movie, although we were thinking that the Joker would be that. Jared Leto's Joker anyway. The character is awesome. I think he's fantastic. He's something totally different from the DCU just because he has no superpowers. He's not huge and universal, and he's very small time, and he can give Batman a whooping. I think I read somewhere that his very first time being revealed in the universe when he was created, the first scene he beat up Batman.
Oh, really?
Was the first thing he did.
Oh, wow.
He put Batman on the ground and bloodied him and everything. So that just shows the kind of power that
There's
he has.
only a few people who can beat
exactly
Bruce Wayne in hand-on-hand
combat. So seeing that in a movie is like a dream come true.
I think that we might see that.
And as for casting, I think that Joe Manganiello is
that's
perfect.
That's the one.
But I also wouldn't mind someone like Ron Perlman, who
if it's an older Deathstroke.
But I think Joe Manganiello is the perfect.
I think you might want to go a little younger than Ron Perlman, but I wouldn't mind that either. I'm totally down with this. I just actually read the Deathstroke Rebirth comic, which was pretty interesting. I'm torn on this because Manu Bennett, man. Now I kind of understand because it's a tie between him and Kingpin on Daredevil as far as the best comic book TV villain I've ever seen. And I'd probably give it to Manu Bennett because he did such a fantastic job in seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah, the flashbacks.
Because
you're right.
He was Arrow's friend at first.
He was
the
a
way
regular,
they set it up in that TV universe. So I'm really, really attached to that character and Manu Bennett's portrayal of that character. But I try to separate my feelings and just what's best for this DC universe, this DC cinematic universe, and I would love to see a more grounded villain like Deathstroke appear, especially in a Batman movie or maybe even Suicide Squad 2. I could totally see that.
Well, he's had moments where he's been on Suicide Squad, but he's a character.
He was rumored to be in the movie too.
Yeah, and his character always has his own agenda, so he always turns his back on Suicide Squad at some point.
He wouldn't work well with them. He would have his own objectives and everything. So I love the idea of him being in this movie. So the way the photo looks, a lot of people are speculating that he's in I forget the name of the ship, but the Justice League's the ship that they travel in, their jet or whatever. And the Batmobile's in the hangar below, and that's where it looks like he's standing. So either he's sabotaging the ship or the Batmobile, or maybe that's not even from the movie. Maybe
it's a post-credit scene.
Maybe
or something.
That's just they were just on set, and they're like, go stand over here, let's take this little video real quick, and just for fun, So that could not even be from the movie, but I heard some speculation, and I kind of think this might be true. I think Batman might recruit him to help with this mission in Justice League.
Interesting.
I think that's a more possibility because what possible... So the Justice League is taking on this big, huge, fantastical, cosmic thing, right? What is he going to do? Like, the Flash could take out Deathstroke in like 2 seconds. Like, Wonder Woman could take out Deathstroke in 2 Cyborg could take out Deathstroke in 2 seconds. Like,
It's true.
it's just... He's not going to pose a threat to the Justice League unless it's some minor thing. So I think Batman's going to be like, look, I know we've had our disagreements in the past, but the world, the whole entire universe is at stake right here.
And
I need you to come along and just help me whoop some
And
ass.
he is a mercenary. So
That's what I'm saying. So
he's in for his own good.
whatever, whether it's like maybe Deathstroke's locked up, like, hey, I'll let you out if you do this, or I got some money for you. Whatever. He's a gun for hire or a sword for hire. So I could totally see that being
That'd be
the
very
case.
interesting, especially with no Superman on their side.
Exactly. So they might need all the help they can get. And I know Deathstroke doesn't have superpowers, but he can whoop some ass in that suit
indeed.
with some swords. He can fight some aliens. Why not? You know. And who knows? This iteration of Deathstroke might have like some superhuman abilities, like they gave him an arrow. I mean, I don't want that to be the case.
No,
but,
I'd be pretty disappointed if that was the case.
But who knows? So I love this. And Joe Manganiello, however you pronounce
Well, have you
his
seen
name.
the fan image that came across?
Yeah, I've seen a few. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of them out, like fan art.
There's a
and
pretty
stuff.
cool one that Boss Logic did.
Dude, he would be great, and he deserves a high-profile role like this. I
think so.
Like,
I think
he deserves more credit than he gets as an actor, and like he deserves like a big role.
I think there's 2 roles that he's going to end up in a DC movie no matter what. I think it's
I know the
either
other
Deathstroke
one.
or Shazam.
Yeah, because he's another big guy who
Yes.
can go toe to toe with Black Adam. So you can tell we're both excited for the idea of Deathstroke in the DCEU.